afternoon. Good afternoon. All right, let's make sure everything is lined up here. Afternoon, good afternoon. Happy Thursday. Everybody out there, happy Thursday. Happy getting the end of this April month. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome here. Welcome back to Tips from Elaine's Desk. And today this is going to be nice and short and sweet. So we are going to be talking about CEOs, which is one of the things that most of us aspire to be. A lot of folks aspire to be a CEO, whether you might be a CEO for someone else, but more than often you want to be your own CEO, right? So we're going to have these conversations about having your own business, running your own operation, being your own CEO. But if for any reason you are someone else's CEO, we want to talk about some traits, right? Ways to think like a CEO. And it's often said that a lot of people aspire to be a CEO. Others think it's too much responsibility, so they really don't want to have anything to do with it. But for those of us who wants to be a CEO, whether it's being our own CEO, which is for the most part is what we want to be, we want to talk about a couple of traits, say 3 things that would make you think like a CEO, which will allow you to be a better person in that position, right? And then that way, of course, you will be a better leader. So, which is what it is all about. So today, I want to talk about 3 ways to think like a CEO. Hello, Thomas Zero. Thanks for joining in over here. All right. So you guys hit like and share on this video, make some notes. These are all things that can inspire you to keep you positive, to keep you going in your business, of course, to continue to make your business grow, and will help you to be a better leader in most cases, which is ultimately is going to be more successful for your business. So that's why, hey, Rod, thanks for jumping on here. All right. So the first thing today, guys, 3 ways to think like a CEO. Let's jump right into the first point today. And this one is super important. It is called be polite and nice. I know it sounds real simple, but here's what happens. Oftentimes when people are in a position of power, right? So they're in control of how certain things is run. They're in control of making certain decisions, right? So they are in this position. So sometimes they take this opportunity because they have the power. They don't always know how to be nice to everybody that one works for them, people who are serving their company, so they lose sight of all that because, as they say, the old saying, you let the power get to your head, right? However, being a CEO, guys, you have to be polite and you have to be nice. You have to think about this, right? How would you like to be treated? Would you want your employees or anyone else to be, nice to you? You want these folks, so you have to feel the same way, right, towards anyone that works for you. So you have to be polite. You have to be nice. This way you get more productivity out of your employees, right? People get along better. And when that happens, you are a lot more productive. And that's all we want. We want the company to be productive so that you can increase your profit and, increase the camaraderie. And so this will increase your profit. You will get a lot more productivity out of your employees. So you have to be polite and you have to be nice. You can't just take this as I'm the CEO and everything goes and, treat people however you want. That is just not important. Okay. So one, you would get the job done much easier from your employees. People would communicate much better. They would be more willing and happier to be more productive. This is what we want. Okay, so be polite and be nice, guys. Do not let the CEO position get to your head so you forget how to treat the people around you. All right, and people in general, for that matter. So that's the first point. Be polite and be nice. Not because you're the CEO, you lose sight of that. Second point today, guys, what we want to talk about. 3 ways to think like a CEO. Be honest. Number 2, be honest. Right? Now, you want to be honest with your operation. Of course, you should be honest, period. But okay, with your business operation, you have to be honest. You want to be honest with your managers. You want to be honest with, your partners. You want to be honest with your employees. Okay? You have to maintain integrity. If you're not honest, if you're not considered an honest person and they find out that what you're saying doesn't quite go that way, you cannot be a great leader. right? You have to be honest with the people who is working for you. You have to be honest with, even your clients and your customers. You have to be honest. You have to be upfront, and you have to maintain your integrity. Just think about it. Do you want your employees to not be honest with you? Do you want your partners to not be honest with you? No, of course not. Okay. So you don't want that to be happen to you. So you want to make sure, one, guys, that you are being honest, right, about the operation of the business. Whatever information that you need to share with them, you have to be honest and upfront about it. And this way, everyone can trust you, everyone can believe in you. So when you're asking for certain things to get done, when you're given certain orders, things are getting followed properly because people believe in what it is that you're saying. So it sounds really simple. These traits, guys, it sounds really simple, but sometimes it's the hardest thing for people to be, right? It's the hardest thing for people to be honest. They feel like they have to create a story. But again, that is exactly what you do not want to do. Being a CEO, an effective CEO, and have people believe in you, maintain your integrity with your employees and with your partners, with your peers, and again, with your customers and or clients, right? Okay, so that's the second point. Second point. Hey, Rod, how are you doing this good afternoon here on this Thursday, wonderful Thursday afternoon? How are you? Yes, yes, yes. So let's move right along, guys. Like I said, this is pretty short and sweet today. We want to talk about ways to think like a CEO. Again, simple things that we don't think about, but a lot of times it's the most effective, right? Hey, Makiba, thanks for jumping in. All right, so the third point, guys, this is super, super, super important as a CEO. You want to be positive, okay? You have to stay positive, okay? Things will not always go as planned. So there's going to be good days. There's going to be bad days. There's going to be certain problems that you have to fix. There's certain things you have to take care of. However, because you're the CEO, because you have great relationship, because you have great resources, right? You're able to solve problems, whatever problems that might be, you're able to solve those problems. So you have to maintain a positive attitude, right? You can't have a problem and you walk in through the office looking like the world came to a drastic ending, right? So that is not positive. You're not inspiring the rest of the people who is working for you. You're not inspiring the employees, your peers, your managers, people who is waiting for you to give them some type of direction, right? You're not inspiring those people if you're not being honest. So you have to be positive, honest, and you have to be straightforward, guys. Hey, Jungle, thanks for jumping in here. Hi, boss lady. How you doing? Thank you thank you for supporting Jungle. Yes, yes, yes. My pleasure. My pleasure, Jungle. Thanks for jumping in here. All right, so guys, be positive, okay? Again, like I said, things are not always going to go as planned, and then you have to be able to stay focused. You have the wherewithal. You have the resources to make things right, and so by you doing this, you inspire yourself, right? You motivate yourself, and of course, you motivate your employees and all the people who is working with you and all the people who's around you. So if you are the leader, so you have to stay positive, right? You will get better productivity out of everybody, right? Let them know that there is a solution to all these problems, and you are the one that's going to find those solutions. And so you have to stay positive. All right. So, guys, those are my 3 points. There's so many more points, but these sound so simple. And a lot of times we don't want to take the simple stuff and take it for granted and say, well, everybody knows that this is what they should be as a CEO. You want to point these things out because sometimes if you don't speak on it, it goes unnoticed, right? So we are talking today, guys, 3 ways to think like a CEO. And let's start off. The first point again that I wanted to talk about is being polite and nice. All right. Sometimes we have ourselves in power and we feel like, okay, well, everybody got to listen to whatever we say, however we say it. And that's not always the case. So you got to be polite and you got to be nice in order to get people to be more productive and people to, that's what you want in your business, productivity. She says, sometimes it's hard to stay positive. She said, sometimes it's hard to stay positive, but I never want to let my client down. So sometimes it's hard to figure it out. Yeah, of course, it's very challenging. Sometimes you will have a situation where it's hard to stay positive, but you have to always think that there is a solution to every problem, guys. That's one thing that keep me going. I feel like there's a solution to every problem, right? It might not be the solution that you want. It might be something that you need to shut down. It might mean that you got to stop this action or this activity. and move on to something else, right? It might mean that you have to shift course. Whatever it is, I believe that there is a solution to every problem. So the positive side is the fact that you know there's another way out, right? That's the positive side. So if you're thinking what you're working with is not necessarily working, you think about another way to solve that problem. So yeah, I do agree. Sometimes it's very hard to stay positive, but as a leader, as a CEO, right? That's the way you have to think, that there is a solution to every problem. We got this. All right, Learner Smith, thank you for jumping in. Love the hearts, love the hearts. Okay, so back to the second point now, guys. Honesty, be honest. Again, I can't insist that more than anything else that you want to stay honest with your employees, with your peers, with your partners, right? To your clients, to your customers. It's best to state what the facts are, what things are, how you're going to take care of it if something doesn't go right, how you're going to make it right, how you're going to fix it. This is what people want to hear. All right. So you don't just go around the corners and not face the problem. You want to let them know that, hey, we got this. And of course, we're going to take care of it. All right. So you want to be honest up front, and your employees are going to be, willing, much more than willing to exert themselves in order to get things done, because they know that you are straightforward with them and this is what's going to drive them. All right. That's what we want. We want to have positive people. We want to have honest people in our surroundings. This is going to make us work. Third point today, be positive, which I just said something to She Rise about staying positive. Yes, it's very hard to do that. And of course, let's see, Jungle have something over here. You should let your girl hit a point on that. And that question right there, okay, because I support nearly everybody, and they go to everybody event about what's it? He says about this, but some. Okay, this is a long one, Jungle. When they come back to my party, they just drink up and just pay the game. Well, look, you know what? So in that case, you just do you. You're happy doing yourself. You're happy being how you are, and you obviously don't want to be like anyone else. Do what you do, how you do it, Jungle. What makes you happy, what makes you pleased, what makes you the most successful. And believe me, when you do you and you're comfortable doing that, guys, you are comfortable in yourself, you will get a lot more support all the way around. There's support coming from all different places, and that will make you more successful at what it is that you do. Okay, so that's the part about staying positive. Again, there is a solution to every problem, guys. You want to make sure that your staff, the people you work with, your customers, your clients, you want to make sure that they are on point. They can see that there is going to be, like they say, a light at the end of the tunnel. You guys have a solution because you have resources, you know how to get the resources, and you know how to solve the problem when it comes up. All right, so that's my 3 points today, guys, about thinking like a CEO. You are the boss, you are the leader, you are the someone that people are going to look up to for a solution to problems, and they expect for you to keep them motivated. So you have to know how to keep yourself motivated so you can keep them motivated as well, right? And then you get productivity and you increase revenue. So that way you can make more money, right? This is what we're in it for. All right, guys. So, hey, Karen, thanks for jumping in here. So again, don't forget, we are having a course again on, what's the date of that course, She Rise? We are coming back again with the Start and Build a Successful Business. Thanks again to all the folks that came on board the last time. It was very successful. I got a lot of great feedback. A lot of people got a lot out of that course. You get Start and Build a Successful Business, you guys. We will repeat that again on May the 19th. At 6 p.m. I enjoyed it. There's a lot of information in there that you can get. And then again, of course, like I said, you're not by yourself. You could definitely go back and revisit that course. There's information, questions that you have, any type of additional consultation that you have, make sure that we know those questions. We are happy to respond to those. I was excited doing it. We'll do it again. And then we have a whole lot more coming, because you are going to get your business up and running and be successful. If in fact it haven't started yet, you will get it started. If you're already in it, we will teach you things that you need to do for you to get successful, right? So Cuba said, great info. Thank you so much for jumping in here. Hey, Marie Johnson, thank you for jumping in as well. And Karen says, I will be there. All right. So guys, I want to share this information with you. Once again, like I said, I've operated a business over 35 years, and there's a lot of different things that I have learned. You guys, you learn from other people more so quicker and faster. You don't have to make those mistakes again yourself, right? All right, with that said, guys, I want to make sure that you guys, if you have any tax information, tax preparation that needs to be done, any type of other business consultation, payroll services, business consultation, of course, tax problem, which of course we're going to avoid. So we're not going to get to that place. But any of that stuff, you guys can feel free to call Proby's Tax and Accounting at 323-290-9034 or visit our website at probystax.com for information on all of our services. We're here to assist you. All right. And we want to make sure that you are very successful in whatever it is that you do in your business specifically. With that said, guys, I want you guys to have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Have a fabulous weekend. See you guys back here next Tuesday. And you guys take care of each other and take care of yourself.